The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. At that time, Jesus withdrew to the region of Tyre and Sidon. And behold, a Canaanite woman of that district came and called out, "Have pity on me, Lord, Son of David. My daughter is tormented by a demon." But Jesus did not say a word to answer her. So Jesus' disciples came and asked him, "Send her away. She keeps calling out after us." Jesus said in reply, "I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." But the woman came and did Jesus homage, saying, "Lord, help me." Jesus answered, "It is not right to take the food of the children and throw it to the dogs." And she replied, "Please, Lord, for even the dogs eat the scraps that fall from the table of their masters." Then Jesus said to her in reply, "O woman, great is your faith. Let it be done for you as you wish." And the woman's daughter was healed from that hour. The Gospel of the Lord. The real story of the movie and the book known as The Help is that courage can indeed make change possible. One of the stars of the movie, played by Viola Davis, is in the book and in the movie called Aibileen. Another one of the stars, Emma Stone, plays Skeeter. Skeeter is a woman with ambition to be a writer. And she knows that the story of those who were maids, African American maids, to white people in Jackson, Mississippi during the Jim Crow times were stories that needed to be heard. And so she goes to Aibileen and asks her to tell her story. And Aibileen, rightfully, at the beginning is frightened for her own life, because she knows that if she tells the story, there will indeed may be grand reprisals. But after one more insult than she is able to bear from the people for whom she works, and after a little prodding from her pastor about the importance of standing up for your rights, Aibileen gets the courage to be able to say to Skeeter, "I'm going to do it. I'll help you write the stories." And so Skeeter says to her, in a very touching moment in the movie, "What made you change your mind?" And Aibileen looks at her straight in the eye and says, "God." Would we be able to say the same thing? The story today in our gospel is a story about a woman who is an outcast. Clearly, Aileen in the help is an outcast. She is prejudiced against. The woman in today's gospel is also an outcast. Different, but an outcast nonetheless. She is outcast from the people of God. She is not a Jew. She has not been embraced by the covenant. And so Jesus goes off, as the Gospels tell us, to Tyre and Sidon. Now, why does he do that? He wants to get a few days off, that's all. He wants to get away from the Sea of Galilee, where everybody knows that he does miracles and everybody is clamoring for him. They want to hear him preach. They want to see him make his signs, to do the miracles for which he has been sent. He just wants a few days off. So he goes off to the land of Tyre and Sidon, near Phoenicia, where there are not many Jews, where he can be alone. But this woman follows him. She follows him even though she knows that she is an outcast, because she is a Canaanite woman. Matthew is very clear to make sure that we understand that. This is an outcast, and yet she has the courage to stand up and say to Jesus, "Lord, have pity on me, Son of David. My daughter is tormented by a demon." So she may be an outcast, but she's got the language right. She addresses Jesus as Lord, Son of David. She knows in some way that this man is very different, but that he is a son of David. And that is her declaration, and Matthew's way of underlining the fact that she understood that he was indeed God. And then Jesus does something that we think is a little unsightly, not the way we'd respond. He calls this woman a dog. And you say, "Oh no, Jesus would never do that." Well, the scripture says, yeah, that's exactly what he did do. Because Jesus says to her, "It is not right to take the food of the children and throw it to the dogs." Jesus very clearly says to her, "You are a dog. You are not one of the chosen people. I have come," Jesus says, "to take care of the chosen of Israel."